Auston, you guys played these guys a bunch last year, some pretty memorable games, really fun. Do you think there's a little bit of holdover of rivalry, even though you're not in the same division anymore?
I don't know. I mean, they're obviously a good team. They got a lot of really good players, a lot of guys that obviously we're familiar with and have played with before. So I'm sure there's a lot of pride on both sides.
How much do you enjoy playing with us in the past?
I mean, it's always fun. It's always a challenge, and I think for us, it's always exciting to obviously get up for that. So, I mean, this team has obviously been rolling this year, and they got some pretty good players on the other side that you got to be aware of every time they're out on the ice.
You guys have been in here or came in here last year on 3 in a row. I don't know how much you remember about it. These guys remember a lot about it because it was a big dent. Do you recall what went so well, and is it still applicable now?
I mean, that's an interesting question. I don't know. I mean, it's a new year. I mean, I think just what we did well that particular weekend was just we defended really well and played with really good structure, and all 4 lines were rolling and contributing. And I mean, that's not easy to do, but obviously that's kind of the goal every night.
Why do you think Michael fits so well with you?
He's just an easy guy to play with. I think he just works hard. He's smart. He gets to those dirty areas, and he talks a lot, whether it's on the ice, on the bench, just kind of communicating with myself when Mitch was there, or whoever's on our right side right now. Just communicating, making sure that we kind of know where each other is going to be or where we want to be, and I think that's really beneficial as far as just building chemistry. I mean, quite a bit. Yeah, he's at the net a lot, and he's behind the net. He battles hard and is able to get those pucks, pick those pucks out clean. And he's obviously got some skill as well. Some good touch, scoring touch, and just makes plays all over the ice. But in the O zone, I mean, he's really strong as well.
He's not time in his day-to-day. I'm sure he wants to get in tomorrow night. Are you kind of hoping that he gets in so you play against him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. You never want to see a guy obviously, go through injury or be hurt, and I'm sure the D maybe have a bit of a sigh of relief going back for pucks if he's not in tomorrow. But I mean, he's an amazing guy, amazing teammate. Every single guy that's played with him probably can't say enough good things about him. So it's always fun going up against guys that you previously played with or have a really good relationship with, and he's definitely one of those guys.
Auston, what do we need to get McKenna back in the lineup?
A lot. I mean, he brings a lot of skill, a lot of speed to our lineup. On the penalty kill, 5-on-5, and I know he's itching to get back in. So, whether or not we get him back tomorrow, I know he's really excited to play here really soon, anyways.
I've been in conversation with Toronto. It's really it has been out. Just become more part of the room and that sort of thing. The comfort level that comes with all that. Have you seen that in him, even though he hasn't played yet this season?
Yeah, I mean, especially I think he's grown in that area a lot. It's tough when you're injured just because you're not really spending a lot of time with the team. And but I mean, I think he knows everybody on the team feels great things about him, and we obviously love when he's in the lineup, and he brings a lot of really great things to our lineup and our team. So, like I said, I mean, he's itching to get back, and he's super excited, and I think he's been comfortable, every single year more and more comfortable in our locker room, and I think the language barrier has gotten a lot better as well, so that helps too.
Can I bring you back to your World Junior days for a second? Canada named Connor Bedard to its roster. He's 16. You played at 16 in that term, and I wonder if you can remember what that was like being a 16-year-old and being the youngest guy on the team, all that.
Yeah, it was fun. It's a great experience. I mean, both years I went, it's so much fun. You're playing, obviously, all these different countries, and just the tournament itself. It's kind of like the first big, world stage, I guess, that you're playing on. So, I'm sure it's exciting for all these kids that are going to be competing in it.
Were you intimidated about it at 16 to go up against 19-year-olds?
I mean, it's a little bit nervous, just because it's a lot. There's a lot of names, a lot of high draft picks and whatnot. But I mean, at that point, we're already playing like the junior. You're already playing against older guys and stuff. So from that aspect, not so much.
Auston, we were talking to John Tavares about the Olympics, and he sort of admitted things are taking a little bit of a different tone here coming out of the Board of Governors with talk about quarantines if you end up tested positive over there. What's your sense of you know, the chatter, how do you personally feel about where things are at right now and how you feel about potentially going?
Yeah, I don't know. I think just kind of playing it by ear right now. You know, waiting on a little bit more information. You know, get some more questions answered, I guess. But I mean, as of right now, just playing by ear. Obviously, I'd love to go and I'd love to compete, but there's definitely some things that you know, I think a lot of us would like to see worked out, and just some questions that we'd like to see answered.
You get a little more pause for thought, Austin, when you know, another COVID pops up in Calgary now and games are postponed, including your game on Thursday. Does that kind of feed that a bit, what your thoughts are on COVID and how it might impact the Olympics?
I don't know. I mean, it's, you know, you've seen it happen before. We've had it, you know, we had it last year. There's obviously been, you know, guys missed games, teams having to cancel games. It's just kind of the reality that we face right now in the last year and a half or so. So, you know, it's just kind of things that are out of our control, and we just got to kind of go with the flow and see what happens.